back to another explainer. Today, we're unpacking a story so profoundly human, it's absolutely going to stick with you long after we wrap up. We're looking at an incredible journey taken by an absolute stranger, a story of ultimate sacrifice, and really a father's enduring, unbreakable love. It's this beautifully cinematic sequence of events that kind of forces us to remember the hidden, sometimes heartbreaking depths behind the faces we walk past every single day. So get comfortable, because this is a narrative where you can literally feel the weight of history and the incredible power of finding closure. Okay, let's dive into this, because this quote right here is the beating heart of our entire explainer today. If this letter reaches anyone, please tell my daughter that I loved her every single day and never abandon her by choice. I mean, just imagine reading those exact words scrawled on a forgotten, crumpled piece of paper. This isn't just someone's lost grocery list, right? It's a desperate plea from the past. It's a father reaching out across time, hoping against hope that his ultimate truth will somehow, miraculously, find its way to the one person who needs to hear it the most. The sheer desperation and love packed into that one single sentence is just staggering. Section 1. A rainy evening discovery. So, picture the scene. It's a dark, rainy, moody evening. A poor young man is just doing his job, grinding through his shift at this incredibly quiet railway station. You can almost feel the isolation and melancholy in the air, you know? And there, sitting completely forgotten on a cold station bench, is an old handwritten letter. It's such a solitary discovery. He could have so easily just swept it into the trash. He could have completely ignored it. But the whole atmospheric tension of this moment hinges on the fact that he doesn't. He stops. He actually reads it. And his life, along with the life of a complete stranger he hasn't even met yet, is about to change forever. Section 2. The letter's heavy burden. Let's move to and see how this builds, because our young railman makes a deeply empathetic, almost unbelievable decision. He decides he absolutely cannot let this plea go unanswered. So he steps away from the safety and routine of his station and takes on the daunting task of finding this daughter. He literally starts at that isolated bench, physically travels through these aging, forgotten villages, and eventually tracks down a schoolteacher. It's like watching a real-life emotional map of sheer dedication unfold. And let me tell you, this journey was anything but easy. The young man has to meticulously piece together a completely shattered history. He's visiting remote old villages. He's sitting down with elderly locals, trying to jog fading memories. He's facing all these mysterious obstacles, dead ends, lost records, the sheer unforgiving passage of time. But through all of it, his dedication doesn't waver for a second. With every single conversation, he's slowly pulling back the curtain and uncovering the hidden past of a man he never even knew. Section 3. Uncovering tragic heroism. Okay, so here's where the mystery of the father's sudden disappearance is finally brought to light, and it is devastatingly noble. The term tragic heroism perfectly encapsulates what happened here. See, the father didn't run away. He didn't just abandon his family. During a massive, devastating flood, he made the ultimate sacrifice. He prioritized the lives of completely helpless people over his own safe return. He disappeared into the floodwaters after saving lives. He was physically unable to ever return home to his daughter. And this brilliantly illustrates the agonizing gap between perception and truth. For years, the daughter's assumed reality, the heavy narrative she had to carry around every single day, was that she wasn't enough, that her dad just walked away by choice. But the actual reality? Her father was a literal hero. His absence wasn't a lack of love at all. It was the result of a profound, life-saving sacrifice. The psychological weight of that contrast is just, wow, it's incredible. Section 4. Love's final delivery. So against all odds, the young man successfully tracks her down. And I want us to really ground ourselves in this moment for a second. The daughter is all grown up now. She's built a life for herself. She's working as a school teacher. She's just going about her normal, everyday routine, completely unaware that a stranger is literally walking toward her, carrying a piece of paper that will systematically rewrite her entire understanding of her childhood and her father. Section 5. Forgiveness and angelic strangers. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we step through this cascade of profound emotional realizations. First, there's the pure shock of reading the letter, seeing his handwriting after all those years. Second, the overwhelming release of just breaking down in tears. Third, and absolutely most importantly, is that paradigm-shifting realization: her father never, ever stopped loving her, which naturally leads to the final step: true, deep forgiveness of a past she had completely misunderstood. It's just a beautiful, cathartic sequence of healing. And right in the wake of that healing, she embraces the young man who brought her this truth. She hugs him and delivers this incredibly warm, poignant line: "Sometimes strangers become angels." Just think about the sheer selflessness required for this young railman to put his own life on hold just to deliver peace to someone else's. He truly acted as an angel of mercy for her, bringing light into a dark, unresolved corner of her soul.
Section 6. True love never disappears. So, I want to pose this question directly to you. What is the ultimate lesson of the railman's journey? Is it about the crazy lengths we can go to for strangers? Is it about the danger of our own assumptions? Or is it about the enduring, almost physical presence of love, even long after someone is gone? Take a second to really reflect on how this applies to the connections in your own life.
So the crucial point is captured perfectly in our final message. True love never disappears, it only waits to be found. Picture that cinematic, emotional sunset scene in your mind. That handwritten letter waited through the rain, it waited on a cold bench, and it waited for exactly the right person to come along and ensure that a father's heroic, unwavering love finally made it home. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. It really leaves us to wonder, who are the unrecognized angels in your own life story, and what hidden truths are they waiting to deliver?